So we just we've run the courtroom, and I can show you a little bit what it looks like here. We've got the plaintiff and the defense team and all that. This is one of our witnesses.
Witnesses?
That's the courtroom itself.
And witness should stand over there.
We're here.
This is Will, the leader of the plaintiff team.
Our leader.
And this is Marilyn Stanry. Stanry. Trial is over, and he came to a tie. So I explained that to this opposition for this.
Like she feels like a really pissed off man. Just like real life fire.
Here's some of my questions that I asked them. We should be actually getting footage from the trial because within the courtroom there's a bunch of cameras everywhere on top, and they have someone recording the thing. So hopefully if I can get my hands on that footage, I'll try to upload it on YouTube, at least the most interesting parts. Of course, because I'm the one doing it, the most interesting parts to me will be the ones where I yell, "Objection!" But yeah. You know, there's other interesting parts, of course. Yes. So, essentially, the line that we were using on our side was that there were basically 4 reasons why she could have been fired. A, that she was a bad employee, you know, had bad performance, caused conflict in the office, did not listen to superiors. B, refused to move to Shizuoka. C, refused to stop petitioning. And then D, absolutely no reason at all. And the defense, what their line of argument is that the company had given her a chance to apologize, that this was within its normal operating procedure, that the fact that she is so strongly opposed to doing this shows that she lacks a cultural understanding of Japan, and that the transfer to Shizuoka was actually part of the company's standard operating policy, that they take employees from one place and transfer them to another place so that they can learn how the company functions, which is an actual tactic in Japan. Not tactic, but work policy, I suppose. And then finally, that she was threatening the interests of Murasakana. So we started showing how that first of all, it can't be for absolutely no reason at all, because people just generally don't fire people for absolutely no reason, or unless they had like a dartboard and they threw darts at it. But either way, if they had done that, that would have been illegal, because Article 82 needs that you need to, a dismissal shall, where the dismissal lacks objectively reasonable grounds and is not considered to be appropriate in general societal terms, be treated as an abuse of that right and invalid. So that could be the case. So then we moved on to, was it because she was a bad employee? And then we brought in a HR manager that testified that her work appraisal was fine, that she was had no conflict in the office, that as far as she was concerned, that she had been an outstanding employee. And then, later on, the manager and the president came on. The president did not really know her personally, although the manager did, and they confirmed, further on confirmed that she was indeed a good employee, so this was not the reason why they fired her. So this leaves us with two possible reasons, which is refusing to move to Shizuoka and refusing to stop petitioning. Now, the refusing to move to Shizuoka is what the well, that and among everything else is what the company president claimed that led to the decision of her firing. You know, because she refused to follow orders and so forth. And but we argue that actually that transfer itself was a breach of contract, because in her contract there's a section in section A actually. I don't know if you can see. Anyways, you probably can't read, but you know, that her job was to market fish to Europeans and North Americans in Japan, and that, you know, her title was staff at the business promotion planning section, and that going against this, you know, that transferring her was not within her contract. That this would have required the drafting of an entirely new contract, which they did not do. And so finally, so this led to that she refused to stop petitioning, and then you know, they said that they can fire her on the basis that this would have hurt the company's interest. But the thing is, they were not currently selling canned whale meat, so this actually affected zero ways of sales, and the company's reputation was not affected either, because the company was not mentioned in the petition, and that the link between Marilyn's actions and the damage caused to the company were so weak that we don't believe that this was a justifiable reason for her firing. So this only leaves the possibility that they fired her as a result of her exercising her Article 16 constitutional right to petition the government for change. And then they came back arguing, saying that, well, because she did this, actually, the company itself, it became very tense in the office, and people couldn't work because of the situation, so that they had to fire her for work to resume and for, you know, harmony to be restored. However, we responded in a closing statement by saying that her exercising her constitutional right should not have been an issue at the company. That, you know, that every person residing in Japan has the right to exercise these rights and should not be discriminated as such, and that you know, if there was problems at the company for her exercising her constitutional rights, then that's not a problem with Maryland. That's a problem with the company. So, you know, they replied, you know, that she clearly lacked a cultural understanding. That what else? See, because it's not on my side, I can't properly argue. I'm not giving both sides very fair representation. But you know, their argument was pretty strong too. So in the end, it came up to be that it was declared a tie. I think it was declared a tie because the professor who was the judge did not really want us to be heard any way or any other. You know, there's a lot of things that could have been improved in the way that we carried out court, and the way that our objections were quite slow. Apparently our side did not state our case strongly enough, and all these things, but it was very interesting. It was a great learning experience. If you have any more questions, by all means, please ask, and I'd be glad to answer. And yeah, that's about it. It's long enough now. Should upload this.